What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Casey, and today we're going to talk about just what do those numbers mean when people talk about approach angle, departure angle, and breakover angle. They're all very important and definitely make a difference in just how your Jeep can tackle obstacles. Before we get started today, I just wanted to give a shout out to all you guys who are supporting the channel. My channel was featured as creator on the Rise this week. It was the Canadian channel, which was featured on YouTube. It was on All Canadians trending page, which was crazy. And I just want to thank everybody that has supported the channel, subscribed to the channel, liked the videos, left comments, and just really gives me the motivation to keep making these videos, whether they're informational, educational, or we're just out having some fun on the trails in the Jeep. It's you guys that keep me going and keep me inspired to continue to make these videos, and 2020 is going to be a great year. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and leave any questions or comments down below. I check them all the time and try to answer as many as I can. So what is approach angle, departure angle, and breakover angle? Well, in my quick little intro, I just wanted to show how effective it is when you have a huge approach angle, pretty good breakover angle, and then what happens when you've got a long hanging bumper and you've reduced a bit of your departure angle, which is on the back. So I'm going to show you on my Jeep just what those numbers mean, because you see them all the time when you're looking at aftermarket parts. So-and-so's bumper provides X degrees of improved approach angle or departure angle, or lifting your Jeep up 3 inches compared to 4 inches will change the breakover angle. And I know there's a lot of talk on just how bad the breakover angle can be on the new Jeep Gladiator. So I thought I'd make a quick video just to explain what each of those numbers mean and how they affect your performance off-road. Approach angle naturally is the angle of approach for your Jeep. It's just how many degrees on the front of your Jeep that you have before the obstacle is going to come into contact with something other than your tire. Now on my Jeep, I've got an aftermarket bumper from EVO manufacturing, and it tucks closer to the front grille. And while I do have the skid plate on the bottom of it, it does raise up the bottom of the bumper from the factory quite a bit. And then obviously with these larger tires, they come more forward than what a factory tire would. And so all of that is working together to reduce this angle. So the steeper this angle, like the more angle on that direction, the less approach you have to an obstacle, and the more to vertical you can get it. Or if you were to push your tires and wheels all the way out front, the more to a completely vertical angle, the best approach angle you're going to have to your obstacle. So if I took this board to try to illustrate just where the obstacle is going to hit, and we put it like that, and you can see that the edge of the tire lining up with the bumper, this is basically where my approach angle is. So it's drawing a line from the ground in front of the tire and up to the most forward point on your Jeep, and that's going to give you your approach angle. So that's about where my approach angle is on my Jeep. Now you can see if I had a bumper that maybe came out further, it's going to reduce my approach angle to obstacles. Likewise, if I had something that was hanging down lower, that's going to reduce my approach angle more. If my tires were pushed out further to say here, we'd almost have a complete 90-degree approach angle. So that's basically what that means for the front of your Jeep. It's how steep and high an obstacle it can be before you come into contact with something that isn't your tires. So now if we come around to the back of the Jeep, the departure angle is going to be basically the same thing, but how steep of an obstacle you can come off of before something makes contact with your bumper or a solid component of your Jeep that isn't your tires. So this is gonna be for going over an obstacle, maybe coming down off a ledge or a big rock or boulder or something like that. And you wanna try to avoid hitting things like your spare tire or your rear bumper. And so your your departure angle is going to be sort of the calculation or number that tells you just how good your vehicle is at coming off of obstacles. So first for this video, we will take my mud flaps off. Now everybody asks me where I got these mud flaps. These ones are made by EVO Manufacturing, and that's just how quick they are to take off, and it keeps my Jeep somewhat street legal. So now we get a good look at where the angles are from the ground to the edge of the tire, and if we drew in a line to what is going to hit first, that is going to give us our angle. If I took this board, put it in front of me, so just like the front, if I took this board, it helps me illustrate where the ground is, where it's going to touch my tire. And on mine and a lot of vehicles, the spare tire is actually going to be more likely to get in the way than your bumper. Now I have a Crawler Concepts super skinny bumper on here, so there's no way that thing is hitting first, but you can see here my tire, if I get the angle just right for the camera, my tire would actually come in contact with something, and that would define my departure angle on my Jeep. Now if I didn't have a spare tire, I'd be able to lift this up even more to there, and that's when it's actually going to come in contact with my rear bumper. So that's what my departure angle is, and that's how you figure it out. And so basically we measure the angle that this line would make from the ground. So you see this number advertised a lot on aftermarket bumpers. You'll see this on aftermarket tire carriers. The EVO manufacturer carrier comes up even higher and increases that departure angle even more. As well, if you look at the Jeep Gladiator, it's got that overhang on the back of the bed, and that is defining what its departure angle is. All right, so the last one is the breakover angle. Now this is basically what will impact your Jeep from getting high centered on an obstacle. The longer your Jeep, the lower your breakover angle is, or the more lift you need to add or larger tires you need to add to it to bring up that lowest point on your Jeep to reduce your breakover angle. And so people talk about this with the Gladiator having a really bad breakover angle. That's because the distance, the wheelbase from the distance between the front and the rear tires is much longer than on a Wrangler. And so the breakover angle is going to be lower. Now I'll show you just what that means, because breakover angle is probably the less commonly understood one, and how you actually calculate that number. Now I'm going to put some overlays on the screen because I can't describe to you with just a board how you get the breakover angle. So the breakover angle is basically a calculation of taking the very center of the Jeep and doing the same by running a board, or by running a line from the ground touching your tires on the front, and then the ground touching your tires on the rear to that center point. Now when those two lines intersect and in an X, the delta between the two lines is your breakover angle. We'll draw a line like that, and we're going to draw a line like this, and now we've got this number here. We measure the angle between those two lines intersecting after the X, and that's our breakover angle. So the larger that number, the bigger the X gets. That is going to give us more breakover angle, and will be less likely to high center our off-road vehicle. Thinking about if you raise it up, that's going to change that number and increase that breakover angle. Just like if you put bigger tires on it, that's going to give you more ground clearance to that center point of your Jeep and increase your breakover angle even further. But if you make your Jeep or your off-road vehicle longer, that means you need to get it higher off the ground to prevent it from high centering. Look how much approach angle we would have in this. Basically, these tires are in front of the rear bumper, and they're going to make contact with pretty much anything in front of it before we would hit any part of the vehicle itself. Departure angle on this thing, no problem. There is nothing coming in contact with any part of this rig as you come off an obstacle. So that's it. Fairly simple, but I wanted to explain to you guys just what that means in terms of off-road performance versus just some number that you see on an advertisement or some specifications of an aftermarket product, or maybe a new vehicle that's coming out, such as the Gladiator or the Cybertruck. All right, that's it for this week's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, questions down below, and I'll see you guys next week in the next upload.